One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Cougars offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Madden. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bobo. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're
turning it on. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snags it over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The give from the gun. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, BYU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people. How to slow him down.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He'll do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Meredith. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Madden. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Bobo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meredith. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Into the secondary on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the move. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's Madden. The throw to the outside is complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Meredith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
To the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Trying to set up the screen. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking downfield, it's Madden. Makes the grab, it's Meredith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Wants to throw. It's Madden. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Trying to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to barge in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Right back to the well. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. He'll keep it himself. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Madden. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide open downfield. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st down here for the offense. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Madden. Might be looking to run. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. He now has 61 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting lead.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. BYU right back to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meredith. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's Madden. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the... He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Got it set up on the outside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Throws to the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Huber. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Houston going up tempo.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Madden. Got the quick pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cuber. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. He'll do it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got the screen set up. Makes one man miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard
Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Iowa State Cyclones. Taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Iowa State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Meredith. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Hussein. Makes the grab on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play-action fake. Buys a little time.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looking downfield, it's Hussein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. They go to the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going. And
he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Zings it complete to the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. The Cougars with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Give to the running back. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Hussein. Unleashes 1. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his man. It's Cole. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Cole. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Cole. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know this guy's got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Madden. Right on the money.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Houston wants to play fast. Off play action on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bobo. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Madden. Throwing right. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Houston going up tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David. Yeah. Looking to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Madden. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Handoff to the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, first and goal from the 8. And the Cougars started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they're trying to get it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Bringing it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On the option. Plows through the defense. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Power football with the run. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Hussein. Moving out of the pocket. Powers through the defender. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bobo. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can... Touchdown, Iowa State! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Madden. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The short hands. It's Cuber. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes his man miss. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. 4 wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Brewer. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Backs going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Houston offense once again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the ground with the back. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give as they work on that clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Cyclones are in the red zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Madden. They're setting up the screen.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Cuber. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."